Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to discuss the dichotomy of control. This is a great principle to start with Stoicism to get kind of a good framework of how to approach essentially anything in life or everything in life. So, to kick that off, I'd like to start with this video from Tim Ferriss, the gentleman that started me on this journey.
Why do I talk about Stoic philosophy so much? Stoicism is a fantastic operating system for thriving in high stress environments. Number one, it trains you to focus on differentiating between the things that you can control and things you cannot control. Next, you're going to systematically train yourself to be less prone to overreacting to, say, criticism. That doesn't mean that you are passive. And certainly the reason that people like Thomas Jefferson or George Washington went to Stoicism is because they knew they had a lot of hard battles ahead and they wanted to make wise decisions. What Stoicism will do, if you embrace it in many respects, is help you to develop a present state awareness so that you are aware of your thoughts and emotions before they take control of you and lead you to make very bad decisions. Why do I
Beautifully said. Again, mastering what matters. So it's hard to add to what Tim just said there, but I'm going to do my best. In Stoicism, the dichotomy of control is a foundational concept that empowers individuals to navigate life's uncertainties with greater peace and clarity. It essentially divides everything into two categories. One, things within our control. Now, these are our thoughts, our opinions, our values, and actions and reactions. We have the power to choose how we interpret situations, respond to events, and manage our emotions. Now, the second here is the tough one. This is what everybody struggles with. Understanding the things beyond our control, right? These encompass external factors like other people's opinions, actions, natural events, and the inevitable flow of time. Trust me, I know I'm 38 years old and 3 kids and a wife. While we cannot directly control these elements, we can control how we perceive them. Now, this is very important because perception is reality, and that's usually different for everyone when we're talking about subjective truths. And then, of course, how you respond to them, not react. So let's discuss a few modern day examples of how we can apply this, millennia old concept to today. So let's say you're at work, right? And you work with other people, and one of these individuals, Rick, is challenging in person. He's rude all the time. Well, you can't control Rick's behavior, but what you can control is how you react to him. And why that's important? Because you can choose to not internalize Rick's negativity, and you can respond calmly and assertively and maintain your inner peace. So, I don't know about everyone here, but I've driven hundreds of thousands of miles throughout my life. And so I've had to deal with quite a bit of traffic congestion. I can't control the flow of cars, but what I can control is my attitude. Listening to calming music or practicing mindfulness exercises, or I could use the time to learn something new, right? Everybody loves audio books where you're learning and practicing Stoicism together. And you can do all of that instead of get frustrated, right? And that's the beautiful piece of this framework. It's your choice to understand what you can control and what you can't control. So this is an interesting one. I'm actually going through this right now. I'm being rolled off my job, right? I'm being not laid off, but in the field that I'm in, there's different projects that you go on and off to pay different wages and all this kind of good stuff. And so I can't control the company's decisions that I work for, but I can control the next steps that I make. I can update my resume, network actively, maintain a positive mindset, and focus on the opportunities that present themselves through this change. Now, remember, the dichotomy of control is not about becoming passive or apathetic. It's about focusing your energy on what truly matters, the things you can influence and improve within yourself By letting go of what you cannot control, you free yourself from unnecessary stress, anxiety, and frustration. Here's a contemplation to solidify your understanding. This is one of my favorite parts. If you really embody this and you give it thought, I recommend doing this over and over again. And then eventually you'll just remember it. You won't have to use this as a resource. Imagine holding a circle in your hands. This circle represents your sphere of control, your thoughts, your actions, and choices. Now imagine a much larger sphere. Basically, everything outside of this sphere. That represents the vast realm of things beyond your control. Recognize that while the larger sphere exists, your true power lies in cultivating and nurturing the smaller circle within your grasp. By internalizing the dichotomy of control and consciously directing your energy towards what you can influence, you can empower yourself to navigate life's challenges with greater resilience, wisdom, and inner peace. Remember, the journey starts with awareness, and consistent practice leads to lasting transformation. Again, thank you so much for coming in and sharing this time with me today. And wherever, whenever, or however you are, I hope we enjoyed this time together. Thank you so much.